Welcome back to my daily breakdown of the preliminary hearing of California versus Larry Millete in the heartbreaking case of Maya Millete. This hearing was in 2023 and the trial date is March 7th, 2026. It's coming up. This is a local case for me. New episodes are dropping almost every day, so make sure you have your notification bell set up so you don't miss out. To catch up on all of the episodes, to bookmark or share the entire playlist, or to get some context if you just happened upon this video, the playlist is in order and it can be found at bit.ly/mm playlist. I will spell that out for you. It's lowercase bit.ly/M hyphen capital P lowercase LAYLIST. So with that, thank you for being here again and enjoy this episode.
There's many ways.
And the text messages, you've already testified that there were voluminous amounts of text messages. Is that fair to say from the defendant?
Yes.
And was the content of them similar, the discussion similar when he would send you these messages?
No. Yes.
What was the content? What was the subject matter generally?
That he doesn't want to lose me.
And again, prior to January of 2020, did you and the defendant exchange text messages this often?
No.
Did you exchange text messages at all?
Sometimes about the kids again. For them, take them to SeaWorld or just general, take them to the zoo or just not like this much.
Did you ever show May some of the text messages that the defendant was sending to you?
Yeah, sometimes.
And explain that a little bit. What did you show her?
I don't remember, but sometimes when Larry would text me a lot and I'm walking with her, I would just show it to her. And she said, what do I do with this? And she was like, you're just getting that now. I'm 20 years of that.
And you sort of shrugged your shoulders a little bit when you testified about, back up. You said that you would show her the messages and May's response, just prior to giving us May's response, you sort of shrugged your shoulders. Is that what May actually did when she responded?
Yes.
It's also held up her left hand to demonstrate how she held up her cell phone to show it to me.
Yes, thank you. And what was it that May said when you showed her the messages?
She said, I don't know, you're just getting that today. I get it for 20 years.
Did you have a text message exchange with the defendant in September where he actually mentioned spellcasters?
Yes.
Looking at 13-4, in the exhibit book, looking up on the screen, you recognize what's up on the screen to be copies of this text message exchange that you had with the defendant September 15th, 2020.
Yes.
And again, in blue would be messages sent by the defendant, correct?
Yes.
So the first three.
So here we're getting a rare pan over to Larry Millete kind of in the background with the mask. He wore a mask the entire hearing, and he has been wearing them for all of the hearings to date, and probably will wear one for the trial. And this is in the forefront is his attorney at the time, Bonita Martinez, and I believe that's their paralegal.
Then it says, it's real, we are all God's creation, even spellcasters, just trying to justify it, I'm really desperate. These are messages from the defendant?
Yes.
Let that one sink in. Spellcasters. We're all God's creatures, even spellcasters. Okay. And I don't know if you noticed this, but Larry was saying he wanted to stay with May. He wanted to make the relationship work. He would go to counseling. He would do whatever it took. But at the same time, he also said he was considering I didn't quite understand what she said, reported May to her supervisor for fraternizing with a fellow employee, which is against the rules where they worked. So this will come up later in further testimony from others.
And then this defendant says, after I'm really desperate, for real though, no lie, I've been thinking about apprenticing under a spellcaster if I can find a good one since Friday. only the white magic, no black or voodoo. Those were statements the defendant made in the text messages to you on September 15th, 2020.
Yes.
Sounds kind of Daybell-ish, reminiscent of what the Daybells were doing prior to taking other people's lives.
And then what did you respond to Pink?
I said, what do you mean, like become a spellcaster?
And his response was, I just want to know and be good at a couple of spells that I can maybe perform on my own. That was the message that he sent to you on September 15th.
Yes.
Did you have other conversations with the defendant about his reaching out to spellcasters? Either by phone or via text?
Yeah, but in person too.
What was your understanding of what he was doing based on those conversations?
I just warned him that, that's evil spirit and you shouldn't be messing with that. He was just wanting so bad to be with me and fix their marriage problems.
Looking at 13-5, these are additional conversation. Was this sort of along the same lines of his contacting spellcasters?
Yes.
So now it's September 16th. He says, I'm just really desperate, Jen. You know that. Do you happen to know what those 4 question marks are? What was there?
It's probably an emoji. I forgot what it is.
And then you said, I completely understand. What were you trying to do during these text messages, during these exchanges with the defendant when he would reach out to you?
We found out their marriage problem beginning of January 2020, so it was my intent to help and support both of them. I even referred them to counseling in our pastor at church. So him doing this, I didn't think that he would go. I just wanted to. I understand that he's desperate to be with me, so I didn't think that he's gonna be too serious about that. So doing the spellcaster.
And in fact, he says, I'm just hoping no negative energy comes back and makes it worse. And then you message back, no comment, I'm too scared to even imagine. I'm a scaredy cat, that's why I only watch them on TV. Were you kind of trying to just make light of the comments he was making?
I was just trying to tell him there's gonna be, karma. There's gonna be bad consequences if you continue to do these things.
And then he says, yes, I was hesitant, but if it can help, I'm willing to sell my soul. Maybe I shouldn't say that. And those were messages that the defendant sent to you on September 16th.
Yes.
You mentioned that there were times that the defendant talked to you about reporting May to her command. Do you recall that?
Yes, I just don't remember the date.
Looking at 13-6, do you recognize this text message exchange with the defendant?
Yes.
And can you kind of summarize what this text exchange was referring to?
He's basically, Larry was saying that if May is not willing to fix the marriage, he would report them, so May can lose her job and he can get 100% custody of the kids.
So, looking at these messages, I told her that I would report them this AM if she doesn't want to move forward to fix our marriage and if she continues to plan on separating. She became angry. And then you respond, oh man, why you said that? And he says, I told her my intent is for her to lose her job and there's 4 question marks, custody of the kids. Do you recall what the emoji or?
I believe it's 100%. So it would mean I get 100% custody of the kids.
And then you said you don't mean it. Why did you say that?
Well, because his main goal is to get back, fix their marriage and have a complete family. So that it doesn't look like that's the goal.
And you said and then the defendant texts back, she loves her job, I'm tired of being her doormat. Those were messages sent and exchanged between the two of you September 23rd, 2020?
Yes.
And then looking at 13-7, are those kind of continued discussion about, again, the state of their marriage and the defendant's thoughts on how to handle the problems between the two of them?
Yes.
Projecting up on the screen 13-7, is that the same exhibit that's in the binder?
Yes.
Okay. And the defendant starts with she needs to be humbled, and then your response is, but I thought you want to keep the family together. If you report, then you only keep the kids, no more May. How are you going to live without May? Again, in paint, those are your responses.
Yes.
And then the defendant texts back, I do, but I don't want to share custody. Going to figure it out, 50-50, I just want the kids. And you say true, and then the defendant says, I miss them too much and don't want another man around them. Those were text messages exchanged on September 23rd, 2020.
So Larry is really letting his true feelings shine through here. He probably felt like the marriage was over. Maya had already said she wanted to separate. She said she was done with him after he put the recording device in her car. And now he's flipped the switch. Now he's like, well, I'm going to get her in trouble with work so she loses her job. When she loses her job, then maybe she can't divorce me because she'll be relying on me and my job. And or if she does, I will win the custody battle because I'm making more money, which that's a lot of presumptions on his part. But it's also showing a lot of deviousness in planning. This just wasn't happening to him, and he was reactive. He was planning things. He was hiring a spellcaster. He was taking all kinds of other actions, and certainly involving her family members. So this paints quite the picture of Larry Millete in the months prior to Maya going missing.
Yes.
Did the defendant ever talk to you or tell you about using subliminal messages?
He did.
When was that, if you recall?
I remember there was a text message from him that he was saying that May is mad, is angry again or upset, and I said, what did you do? And that's when he said that May found the subliminals.
Looking at 13-8 in the binder, is that the text message exchange that you're referring to?
Yes.
And that's dated December 18th, 2020?
Yes.
Checking that up on the screen. 13-8 up on the screen, is that the same exhibit that's in the binder?
Yes.
Okay. And so it starts with the defendant, this is really stressful. She took off her ring again. Your response, marriage is stressful. What did you do? And then you say, hee, sorry about the question. Why did you say, hee, sorry about the question?
I'm not confrontation. I don't know. I just feel bad asking that, I guess.
Asking what did you do?
Yes.
Why did you ask what did you do?
Well, I want to know what's going on again. Because when May went back to their house, we really don't text much anymore. And then now it's December, so something happened again. So I want to know what happened. I thought they were okay.
When you say we didn't text much anymore, who's we?
Larry and I.
You're saying they decreased after she went back to the house?
Yes.
They still continued, right?
It continued, but it's not as much.
And so after you said, sorry about the question, defendant texted, she found the subliminals and said, I'm trying to cage her in an invisible cage. And you respond, maybe you said something that got her upset. Defendant responds, plus I always ask her to include me and the kids in everything. She said she feels choked. I'm just tired all the time, feeling irregular heartbeat, upset stomach, and anxiety all the time. These are the text messages exchanged on December 18th, 2020.
Yes.
Did you?
So if you're asking yourself, what is this subliminals that they're talking about all of a sudden? This is something separate from the spellcaster. So listen up. Curious if at this point you've ever heard of this before, or if you want to guess what this might be, but there will be more elaboration on this.
Have any further conversation with the defendant about subliminals?
I don't remember if he called me or I called him because I don't know what subliminals, and that's when he explained to me what it is on that day.
And what did he explain them to be?
He said that it's some sort of white noise that you can order, and you can record hidden messages. For example, like I love you, love me, or something like that, and it would be in a form of white noise.
Did you ever have a conversation with May about what occurred in December?
No, I think I just texted her and just to see if she's okay. I don't remember if I texted her or if Micah texted her.
Because that's not at all sketchy, right? You have this noise going on in your home or in your car. Not sure where at this point they haven't revealed. I kind of know where it was, and it's sending your brain messages that you consciously aren't picking up. Mind control. So yeah, Maya found out about it and she was not happy and stopped wearing her ring again. I'm not shocked at all, because that would feel really weird and controlling.
Who texted her?
Oh, I probably texted her and asked if she's doing okay. She said it's okay.
Did you say Micah, just for the court reporter? Had you said earlier, I think Micah texted her?
Yeah, I think I said Micah texted her, but no, I think I'm the one that texted to see if she's okay.
Did you go to Glamis over New Year's 2021?
Are we going on to a new topic? Okay. We're going to take our break. First, I'll just note that the last sidebar, well, actually, I'll address that when we come back to the break. Reveal what we talked about at the sidebar. For the most part. All right, let me
Okay, so this is their morning break, not lunch yet. And the judge is again referring to the last sidebar and what he needs to rule on, and that he would talk about it after the break. So let me pause and not waste your time and slide up to after the break, and now they're back.
One and a trip to Glamis that you took with your husband and your children. Do you recall that?
Yes.
And just for the record, behind
Okay, so right before the break, Prosecutor Bowles started to ask Genesis about the New Year's Eve. So that would have been New Year's and New Year's Day of 2021, December 2020, 31st to 20th, 2020 to 2021, the changing of the year right before Maya went missing, because she went missing a week later. And the family went to Glamis, and so this will be supporting, but yet somewhat different testimony from the others who have been questioned about this New Year's Eve and New Year's Day trip.
behind you is an exhibit. It is, Your Honor, may I approach it? Referring to the right number. And this is Court's Exhibit 46, which, just for the record, was previously stipulated that it is an accurate reflection of January 2021, the calendar. And I want to identify it for the record that it is a blown up version of the calendar for January 2021. And that Court's Exhibit 45 is a blown up version on a board of the calendar month of December 2020, which was also stipulated to previously. I just wanted to make sure that was clear for the record. When did you and your family, Ms. Alonso, go to Glamis for New Year's?
I believe we went January 1st.
How long were you there?
Just the whole day.
Did you spend the night?
No, I think we went home. I believe we went home.
So you actually went home before New Year's Eve? Or you were just there for New Year's Day?
We were there for New Year's Day.
You didn't stay at a hotel in Raleigh?
Oh, yes, we did. I forgot.
Do you remember if you stayed one or more nights?
Maybe 2 nights.
What did you do in the desert?
I went jeeping with May. We went to the Glamis store. I just hang out around the trailer. Yeah.
Who was there?
Our family, the Tabalanza family.
When you refer to the Cabalanza family, who are you referring to?
All of us, all of JR's siblings and their spouse and their kids.
Did you get to spend some time alone with May that weekend? Or over those couple of days?
With May and the kids in the jeep.
Where did you go with May and the kids in the Jeep?
We went to the Glamis store. We purchased sweaters.
How did May feel about her Jeep?
She was upset that she couldn't use it.
Did she enjoy driving her Jeep?
With us, yes.
And
Yes.
in general, I mean, since she got the Jeep, was it something she was excited about?
Oh yeah, she said that's her dream car. Yes.
Did you see the defendant driving the Jeep
Yes.
during that time, Glennis? And what did you observe with regard to the defendant driving the Jeep?
He was having fun too.
Did May have an opportunity to go take the Jeep out in the dunes?
Yes, with us in the afternoon.
Did you have an opportunity to have a conversation with May where she opened up about her marriage?
Yes, in the Jeep.
Where were the children?
They were in the Jeep too.
Do you know if the children were in earshot to, or if they were having their own conversation, or were they listening to the conversation that you and May were having?
I think they were having their own conversation.
And what was your conversation with May with regard to her marriage?
May said that Larry was asking for affection and that it's just hard for her to give it to him. That's what I recall.
Anything else?
And I was asking her, I thought you guys are okay now. And then she said, why did you think that? Because something like in that conversation.
Anything else in that conversation that stands out to you?
In the Jeep?
Yes.
No, but we had a conversation in the trailer too. So
Who was in the trailer?
it was me and her, and then Ate Chris, Mary Chris. She's going back and forth, in and out of the trailer. So
Who was going in and out?
Ate Mary Chris.
When you're saying ate, is that spelled A-T-E?
Yes, sorry, that was like a respectful way of calling your elder sister.
Who else was in the trailer with you that day when Mary Chris was?
I don't know about you, but I do love picking up on these little bits of culture when watching a trial, no matter what. In this case, the Filipino culture and the little titles and nicknames that they have for each other. They all have several nicknames, as Mary Chris had testified to, and now she is referring to Mary Chris's at Mary Chris. Maybe it means aunt or sister, but it's a respectful way to title for endearment for a sister who's older than you. I just think that's. Thanks for watching today's breakdown of the Larry Maya Millete preliminary hearing here in San Diego. I always prefer to use Maya's name and not the defendant's. In any case, this is California versus Larry Millete in the heartbreaking case of Maya Millete, who is still missing. Remember, new episodes drop every day with my insights as a local to this case. Since I'm not monetized, YouTube really doesn't promote my videos a whole ton. So if you want to make sure you catch tomorrow's episode, please like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you know as soon as it's up, or you can play it later. And if you can, please share this with someone who might be interested in following this case, especially if they're local, but anywhere around the world, to be honest, because Maya is still missing and it would help get more eyes on her case. So again, thank you for joining me. The full playlist is at bit.ly/mm playlist. And again, it's lowercase bit.ly / capital MM hyphen capital P lowercase LAY LIST. Thanks again for being here. See you later.